Hi guys, it's been a long, long time, and I have much shorter hair than when you saw me last. So I've had a few people that have said, where are you? What's going on? Why aren't you posting? Um, Most of you, I think, and I'm gonna do some crafting because I am crafting again. I'm gonna do some crafting while I talk to you. Oh yay, that's gonna fit. Um, most of you probably know that I started a new channel where I do repurposed furniture, repurposed decor, vintage items, things like that. And that we had 2 antique booths that we were taking care of for 14 months now in one. And the other one we started right before COVID happened. And we have since pulled out of that mall because it literally opened the week before all the shutdowns. And it just wasn't doing as well as the breast armor doll. So anyway, those of you who come to this channel probably don't care about that stuff. So, COVID happened and I literally freaked out because I own a small business and it was really scary to shut down because that at that time was our main source of revenue because honey had quit his job because he was being badly mistreated, and I had been begging him for 6 years to quit that job. So finally he did in November of last year. Today is his first day that he has gone back to work. And he's working kind of for himself. There's a long story. So let me go back a little bit. So this is why I can talk, because he's been home every day. It's been weird. He doesn't get up early. I get up early. That's when I normally did my videos. Right now it's 8:14, which is kind of late for me. But he is gone right now to work and I can talk again. It just felt weird because he was sleeping and he would be able to hear me, and it was just weird. So anyway, during the shutdown, I was able to get the PPP loan. It was hard. It was really hard. My customers donated a lot to a GoFundMe. I offered to pay them all back when I got the PPP loan, and only 3 people took their money back. So that was an additional gift and blessing, which I, took care of my employees. I was able to get unemployment for 2 weeks of the 6-week shutdown because they didn't open it up to business owners until later. Yeah, everything worked out good because as soon as we could open back up, it was insanely busy. It was like Christmas time for like 3 months. And then it kind of got normal for about 2 weeks, and then it went Christmas time again. So it has been magnificent. Literally, my salon is on track to beat last year's gross sales with the 6-week shutdown. So what a blessing. All my people came back. They were anxious to come back. And that's another blessing because my BFF, her people didn't want to come back. She was like, I don't know how I'm going to keep my business open. Nobody wants to work. They're all getting unemployment and making more money than they were before the shutdown. So that was another blessing. When the antique malls opened back up, sales, it was slow at first, but then it exploded, and we have been making money at the antique malls. For those of you who don't watch my other channel, okay, so I think I posted the video where we went to a Trump rally in February. So that was before COVID. So in July, I was going to go visit my mother because I normally see her in the spring, and then usually I usually see her 2 or 3 times a year. So I hadn't seen her since Christmas. So got tickets for me, for Savannah, for Rihanna, and then COVID exploded in Texas. And I told my mom, because my mom's 87, I was like, Mom, we shouldn't come. It's too dangerous. We could pick it up while traveling. We could bring it to you. I don't think it's a good idea to come. So she was disappointed, but she understood. And I told Honey, I said, let's do something. Let's still do something, because I had already scheduled the shop to be closed for 5 days. And so we decided to go to Mount Rushmore for the Trump rally. We were not aware that you had to have tickets to get in. And I found out the day before we had to have tickets to get in, and that there was no way the tickets were already gone. I thought it was like stand in line, like the other one. And if you get there early, you get in. So anyway, we got a a bed and breakfast. We stayed at a bed and breakfast, and they had a restaurant at the bed and breakfast, and they had, TVs in there. So we watched the rally on there, and it was great. And we went outside afterwards because the flight pattern, for them to fly Trump back to the airport in the helicopter, we got to see them fly over. So that was kind of cool. And so we had 2 days there. And in the meantime, we loved it so much that we decided to move there. So yeah, we're moving. So here's the deal. I have to sell my business. I already have entertained 3 what I considered pretty buyers that seemed serious. Let's put it that way. They seemed serious. They all fell through. So I listed my business with a broker, and there has been a lot of activity with her and the sale of the shop. So that's great, but it hasn't sold yet. And obviously we can't move until it sells. The other thing is, what do you do when you get there, Rena? What are you going to do? So I went for an interview. We've been back 3 times since then to South Dakota. And I did an interview at one place, and they were totally willing to hire me. And then I said, well, I have one more interview. She goes, can I ask where you're going? And I told her, and she was like, ugh, you're not going to like it there. Well, I went to the interview, and she was right. I didn't like it. But I met with the lady. She was totally wanting to hire me. So I got home, and I sent that lady an email, the one with the shop I didn't like. And I said, look, I think I can help you. I'm very experienced. I'm very fast. I'm very good at what I do. And I can help you make your business more successful because I have a lot of knowledge in that. All my businesses, I have bought either failing and built them up to be successful and sold them, or started them from nothing and built them up and made them successful and sold them. So I explained to her my qualifications for that, and would she be interested? Well, she didn't reply. And I told her I couldn't work there in the condition that the shop was in. She didn't reply. So I sent her an email a few days after that, and I said, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm really interested in helping you, blah, blah, blah. So she and I got to talking and kind of being friends, where we're texting back and forth and sending pictures of dogs and friendly. So she did admit to me that um, she didn't like being a business owner, that yes, she would like the help. And then I asked her, would she be interested in selling me her business? And she's pretty much said nothing would make her happier than to not be the owner. And now I have to answer the phone. Honey is calling. All right, talk to you guys later. I'll be right back. Okay, so that was him apologizing for being grumpy this morning. I was like, you weren't really too bad. Oh my gosh, have you guys noticed? I'm sure you've noticed. Look at the difference. You guys are used to seeing really dark hair. And I decided during COVID to let the gray take its course. So I did go and have the dark stripped out, and this is the best that she could do. But this is the natural. So I'm just going to let it go. Anyway, my mom's going to be really happy about it because she likes it natural. Where was I? So anyway, this lady admitted she'd be really happy to not be the owner. And if I bought the shop from her, could she still work for me? So anyway, we've built this relationship, and that's what I'm going to do when we get there, but only for a little while. Because I imagine let's see, I'm going to be 57 in a month, a little less than a month. Thanksgiving Day is my birthday. So I'm going to be 57. I imagine I have 3 to 5 years left to groom dogs. So my goal would be to grow that business and train someone and have that 3 to 5 year period to train a younger person to be able to buy it from me or work it for me so that I still have income from it. So the business I have here that's for sale, I forgot to tell you this part. So I was selling it for a certain amount. And when I contacted 2 different brokers, I gave them all my record keeping for 3 years, all my accounting, and they both went through and basically told me it was worth more than twice what I was asking for it. More than twice. And I said, look, it's hard to find people that can afford the amount I was charging. I can't imagine them charging, being able to afford the rest. And they were like, you'll be surprised. People buying businesses have access to money. So they convinced me. I raised my price, not to more than 2 times, but I did raise the price. So I'm going to get the amount of money I was asking. And then the additional that I added would be owner financed. And if they renege on that, I get the business back. I already have a plan with my groomer girlfriend here. She'll come over and keep it alive until she can sell it for me again at a very small price. So it'll sell again and there'll be more revenue. So anyway, we have a plan. The business Honey is doing and we bought him a vehicle to do this in. He's not in his Jeep. He's going around to grooming shops and he repairs and maintenances their dryers, their dog dryers. You would think, how can that be a business? There's over 300 grooming salons in the Denver metro area. There's probably that many veterinarians in the Denver metro area. And there is all the little towns till you get to Colorado Springs. And then there's Colorado Springs. Below that is Pueblo. Up north is Fort Collins and Loveland. And then there's Cheyenne. Cheyenne, Wyoming is only 2 hours away. And then South Dakota is only 6 hours away. So he's going to be traveling And I mean, there's enough in this city just to do this city. He wants to do more. So that's what he's going to be doing, which kind of keeps us in the same business a little bit. And the funny thing is he used to hate to come to my shop. He was like, oh, it smells like wet dogs. I don't like it. And now that's what he's going to do. So that's what's going on with us. That catches you all up. But I'll be honest with you, the main reason for this video was to tell you I am making cards again. And it is less than a week from the election. You guys know how much of a Trump supporter I was last election. Same. Very happy. And I'm sorry if you don't agree. We don't have to agree to be crafty friends, right? You could just be crafty friends. Just don't watch my vlogs. I haven't vlogged in probably a year, so you don't have to worry too much about that. I'll probably vlog next Tuesday. But anyway, here's the thing. I did a group of Thanksgiving cards. I did a group of Halloween cards, and I didn't show them. I also did a group of fall cards, and I'm not gonna show them. I'm not gonna get up because then you'll see me in my pajamas. Anyway, I will show you. This is what I've been working on the last couple of mornings, and this is how this is how I usually do this. Oh my gosh, there's so many, they're falling. I do my cards in stages. Here's my stack of Christmas cards that I'm working on. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Exactly 20. So here's a group of cards. They're all shaker cards. I just started printing images to use. So I usually pick the image. Don't worry about this part. There's going to be lots of Christmas greenery and poinsettias up here. But I started by making all my shaker stuff. Like I still have, I showed you 20 cards. And I still have all of these that I have pre-made. Kind of see you through there. I could see you through this one. All right. So, have all that going on. So I am going to start filming my cards for you guys. And I wanted you to know because somebody mentioned that they noticed I had cards listed on eBay, and they're like, I saw you had cards on eBay. Where's your videos? Here's 2 more. Oh, look at those. Aren't those adorable? So there's those. There's 2 of them. I just haven't glued them on yet. So anyway, there is so much going on. Look at these. And look at this guy. Super cute, right? Okay, so I'm just doing a lot of prepping. I'll probably end up making well over 100 cards this year because I am starting before Halloween. And I have a lady who buys almost all my cards. She bought all the fall cards. But there are some cards listed on there right now, so check those out and follow me on eBay if you're interested in any of my cards. Right now I'm gearing towards young cards for young people because my lady, I believe this is the story, is that she's a nurse and that she gives all these cards to the children on her ward. That's the impression I've gotten over the years, that she's been buying for me for like, oh my gosh, she's probably been buying for me for 6 to 8 even 10 years. So anyway, she's amazing. I create mostly geared towards her, but I also start making cards that are geared more towards adults. I don't mean like in a nude sort of weird way. I just mean that are more not cartoony sort of cards, but still beautiful, elaborate Christmas cards that you can purchase and give. So if you're interested in those, you can always message me and let me know you'd like me to create a card for you, because I do that. But once it gets cold outside, I don't go out and do the furniture nearly as much anymore. Sometimes we'll bring a piece in the house and I'll work on it in the house, and I can do that because it's chalk paint and it doesn't stink or, have any of those issues. So I still have to do that because we do have the one booth open. But anyway, that's the story of what's been going on around here and what's going to go on around here, because once we sell the business, then the house goes on the market. We've had 2 realtors over. They told us what we needed to do to get the house ready to sell. We've done the interior stuff. There's a little bit of siding that needs worked on, paint touch up that needs to happen, and some electrical outside. We had the pond. We had people come. Oh gosh, if you guys remember the pond thing, we have spent about a little over $3,000 to get the pond. We got a filtration system for it so it stays clear and beautiful and doesn't get green and slimy. And we had paid somebody to come and take it apart and find out where it was leaking, because it's been leaking since day one. And what they found was that the people who built it probably were careless when putting rocks back over the liner and ripped and tore the liner, and that's why it was leaking. So we got all of that stuff corrected, so the pond is in great shape for whoever buys the house. And anyway, we're really hoping to get a certain dollar amount for the house, and that's all going to depend on when we sell the shop as to what the housing market is, which is a little distressing, because we're hoping to be able to pay off all our debt, everything, and have $100,000 left to put down on a house up there, because we want to live in the Black Hills. And in case you're wondering, Rapid City will be where my grooming business is, and we will live in the Black Hills. So super excited, and I'm still gonna decorate for Christmas. I do all of that stuff on my other channel. I show videos of it on my other channel, so I will definitely link that in the description box down below if you're interested in that. This channel is now strictly crafting, and I also vlog on the other channel. So if you like the crafting, you can stay here. I don't talk any politics on the other channel at all. So if I want to do a political video or talk about it, or like next week's election, that will all be on this channel. I don't know why, but I just don't want to put it on that channel. It's a baby channel. I think I have like 1,200 subscribers over there, and they're not there for that. They're there for furniture flipping, repurposing stuff, painting of furniture, stuff like that. And I know this channel here started out as just crafting, and then I started vlogging once a week, and I may just start doing that again now that Honey's working. So anyway, that was a difficult time. He did not apply for unemployment till well into the shutdown. But yeah, fortunately, as busy as my business was, we were able to manage just fine. And I am going to San Antonio for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. Honey's supposed to come with me, but his mom just did take a fall and broke her wrist. So good Lord willing, her surgery goes well, and we can both still go. So anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my card videos. I'll see you hopefully soon. Hopefully we can keep doing this. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.